Beat your home team. And now. About a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. Well, you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
Now the starting group for the visitors.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Here's Taylor. Pass to Walden. Here's Henson. Here's Taylor. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. That one rolls around and rims out. About a minute into this first quarter. Here's House. From the high post. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Shackle. 9 points in his last outing. And no good. Here we go. It's stolen. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's House. Pass to Foster. Offline with a 3.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. To the middle. Pass to Taylor. Here's Horde. Here's Walden. Averaging around 5 points a game. Oh, swiped away. In transition, here they come. Here's House. Henson with a rebound.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Inside. Pass to Walden. Here's Taylor to the right side. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Henson. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here are the best on the boards, the league's best rebounding teams.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
To the paint. Here's Foster, and he jams it home with authority.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Horde. Still no points. Into the lane. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. To the inside. And they're on the run. Finished off the break. Henson's gotten his second bucket.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Down low. It's tipped. Here's Walden. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
I just love the ball movement.
Gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Deflected. Pass to Horde. The 3. No good that time.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Shackle, the pass to Foster. Here's House. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Shackle. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. 1:43 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Foster. Takes the 3. Henson with a rebound. Got 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Horde. The 3. It's hauled in by Foster.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Henson with a rebound. Henson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Horde. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. There's a screen to the middle. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Foster. Lets the 3 fly. No luck on that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They're up by 6. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Here's Horde. 6 to shoot. The bank shot, no good. Jackson surveying the D. What do you think of the modern NBA, Stan?
Well, look, B.A., skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
Yep, count it.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Henson with a rebound. Henson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hayward with it. Jackson in his pocket. Horde gets the 3 ball to go. Horde's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Jackson outside. It's picked off. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Horde. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Out left to the wing. To halt the run. No good with a layup.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
To the paint. Tipped. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. The shot. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Hayward outside for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Hayward's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
They set the screen to the inside. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarters.
What do you expect to see from Gary Trent Jr. on any given night, Coach?
Well, look, B.A., you're going to get a combination of good shooting, soft touch in close, and he can go vertical. He makes some spectacular plays.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And he's all alone. He goes up. There's the block. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Horde. To the left side wing. Pass to Walden. Here's Horde. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's House. No points so far. He drops it from range.
Easy he look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen?
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Tries it from the top of the key. That shot off the mark. Got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Shackle. Here's House. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Here's Shackle. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Oh, a nice shot by Walden.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Pass to Foster. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. 56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Horde. Down low. Deflects the pass. Pass to Taylor. Here's Walden. And it's off from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Misses in close. Shooting great. 62% for the field and continuing to get it done. Count it.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. They lead by 14. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, everybody.
What you really like about these young fellas, they compete. They've arrived with no fear. Can't say that about most rookies.
Still a long season ahead, but so far, yeah, they've been very impressive. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the home team. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian and...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Taylor. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's Henson in at the power forward position. And that's the group for Kenny Atkinson as we begin the second half. To the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Horde. Pass to Walden. Here's Horde. Takes it inside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Both good from the line that time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Oh, got a piece of it. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 14. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Good work there as it goes. He has 7.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Or he's checked in for Taylor. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the home team. They currently hold the 4th best record in the conference. Now 4 games behind. House passes to Foster. Here's House out to the right wing. They set a pick. Pass to Foster. Clock at 6. To the wing on the left. The 3 is up. And that one's good. House has got 6.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Ward. And that one is stuffed right through.
Come on now. What a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Shackle, the pass to Foster. Here's House. Pass to Shackle. From deep. Henson with a rebound. Gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Horde. Give him 8. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And there's a pick. Inside. Driving to the basket, and that one's good. 10 points for him.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Shackle. It's deflected. Here's the break. And you can play.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties, and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Back to you.
Now you just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you. Got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Hayward against Jackson. Here's Horde. He's got 5.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's the pick. They still need this. No good on the shot.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
makes a three-pointer. He's got 5.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And while we have a chance, the 2K leaderboard showing the NBA's best when it comes to steals.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Hayward against Jackson. Over Hayward. Jackson can't get it to go.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
And he makes a first. Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, B.A.'s certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
It's stolen away. And there's the drive, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Hayward's got his third basket on the night right there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Pass to Horde. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Second chance effort. Here's Henson. Clock at 2.
Out of bounds. Coming onto the floor for your home team, number 3, Taylor.
7 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. 2 on the clock. The layup misses. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. A moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
What they're banking on is us going to...
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
Connects from downtown.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Henson with a rebound. Henson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Horde. Out to Hayward. Pass to Henson. Back to Hayward. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Here's Foster. And just about a minute and a half gone by. In the fourth. Doesn't go that time.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
The home team calls timeout.
Substitution on the court.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Here's Horde. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. No good on the triple.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Hayward with the block. And they're able to recover. Jackson down low. Guarded by Hayward. Pass to Foster. To the middle. Knocks it loose. And they're on the break. Here's Henson. Knocks down the triple. Henson's got 6 here in the quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Count it.
Ooh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has...
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Foster, the pass to Jackson. Shoots over Hayward. Jackson can't get it to go. Gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Here's Horde. Pass to Taylor. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. To the paint. It's hauled in by Hayward. Shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. Inside. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Horde, he's checked in for Taylor. Hayward for 3. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Jackson on the wing. Over to the left wing. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, PA. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Hayward outside. Pass to Henson. Here's Horde from downtown. Fires in the triple. Horde's got 13 in the second half.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
And here's Jackson. They set the pick. Out to the wing. Looking to end the run. The shot off that time. Gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Pass to Henson. Here's Horde. Fires the 3. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And they get it back. Jackson against Hayward. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. The rebound by Horde.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Pass to Henson. Here's Horde. There's a screen. 3-pointer. That's miss number 7 out of 14 attempts. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
So they get the victory here at home, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team